O's Little Guide to Starting Over by the editors of O, the Oprah magazine. Read for you by Fliakos, Cynthia Hopkins, Gabra Zackman, and Helen Litchfield.
When one road ends, it's time to look ahead in a new direction and know that as far as your eye can see, the universe can see even farther. Oprah Winfrey. Letting go. The need for change bulldozed a road down the center of my mind. Maya Angelou.
A Good Spring Cleaning. Amy Bloom. My mother was not the traditional spring cleaning sort. She hated housework of every kind, and if I had ever seen her beat a rug or clean a window, I would have known the end of the world was upon us. But every spring, she'd look at her wardrobe and mine, and eventually my children's, and declare it was time to start fresh. Everything that was a mistake, puce, velour, edged with rickrack, went to charity. Everything that was too large or too small went to a bigger or smaller cousin. She was smart enough to keep things that were merely and only temporarily out of style, and her Ferragamo pumps have now served 3 generations. She also made allowances for the once in a lifetime, which is why I have a perfect Lily Daché hat box from the 50s. I have taken her approach to heart in the matter of my closets, and I have taken her approach to heart in matters of the heart, and even of the mind. There are things, as she used to say, up with which one should not put, and spring cleaning is a good way to deal with them. Rude children, indifferent spouses, bad bosses, lousy friends, social injustice, all have no more place in our lives than painful shoes and shirts with huge yellow stains. I'm not suggesting you throw out your children or your spouse, or that you turn your entire life over to righting wrongs, but there is something to be said for addressing your burdens. The key to addressing them is to learn to love what you have, change what you can't love, and get the hell away from what does you harm. From my point of view, that of a person with a poochy tummy, that means live with your poochy tummy. Spanx, people, it's there for a reason. But not with your toxic mother or energy-sucking job. A good psychic spring cleaning calls for a walk through every room in the psychic house. Mark some things fix now, some try again next spring. On some, just scroll, oh well, and move on. In my real house, last spring, I threw out every spice that was more than 3 years old and every cosmetic that was more than 2. However, the suitcases with broken zippers and Cabbage Patch dolls and crib mobiles remain. In my psychic house, I got rid of all obligatory social engagements that don't include family. I'm adding physical therapy on my post-surgery knee to the daily routine. I've called the nice lady who took care of my parents in their last days, as I have been meaning to do since October. And floating through the psychic rooms, I see my mother blithely ignoring dusty windowsills in favor of fresh flowers, championing repose with a good book rather than baking from scratch, and celebrating spring with a bag of things for goodwill and a glass of champagne.
The Heavies, Paige Williams. The garbage bag bulges with sweaters, dresses, tunics, shoes, and belts that have languished in my closets for years, waiting for a comeback that's just never gonna come. Shirts that no longer button, bras built for my 90s-era bust, a rain hat that has lived a life of captivity inside a drawer, never having felt a single drop. 2 hefties sit with their mouths open, waiting to be fed. My possessions avert their gaze, as if afraid to attract attention. You there, you ugly, itchy, horizontally striped alpaca poncho bought at that street fair, to the hefty. Random candlestick, hefty. Mystery cell phone charger, stop trying to hide behind the flip camera. This lack of mercy isn't like me, and that's the point. No matter how redundant...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?